Herzlich willkommen zu unserer Lesung Ein Echo der Poesie, A Poetry's Echo. Welcome to our very special reading, We're Literally Peace, and we're meeting today with our friends from Aleppo. Shahid, how are you guys today? Shahid, you're muted.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, should I start introducing our team now?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, okay, first of all, we're very, very happy to have our second meeting overseas. And of course, we're sorry for any inconvenience considering the internet connection. I'd like to introduce you guys to our team, صالون, بالعربي روح. It's consisted of 5 members. Hussam, he's right here. Resha, Hussein, Muhammad, and me. We're a youth team. We started this team to revive the literature in our city and in our country in general, and to encourage people to interact with their Arabic language more. We write different kinds of literature. In the first place, we write poetry as well as plays. For example, Muhammad writes plays, and Resha writes some short stories, and we do some musical and theatrical events as well.
Great, thank you. It's so great to meet you all. I would like to introduce my team. There's Bishenk, she's from Frankfurt. Then there's Steffen, he's from the city of Würzburg. Janse from Gießen. And Mario Francisco from Berlin. And I, Maria, I'm from Stuttgart. We are Literally Peace. We are a Syrian-German writers collective. We were founded in 2017. I'm one of the founders. Since then, we've been posting our texts on our blog in Arabic and in German, and we do events, which are normally offline, but it's madness, so here we are. And we're really happy that Corona made us finally meet, at least like this. Okay, then let me tell you a little bit about this event. I will tell you that we had a collaboration before with this wonderful people from Aleppo. We met in February. Well, actually we didn't meet, but we had an event that took place in Stuttgart and one that took place in Aleppo with the same text performed on stage. And we're very happy that we can do another event today. Hussam, yeah.
Maria, just please, I can't hear you clearly.
Okay.
I have to put it in my ear to listen to.
Okay, I will try to speak a little louder. Is this better?
Better, yes.
Okay. This event will be in German, it will be in Arabic, and it will be in English. And our texts will not all be translated in the respective other language. But we decided that poetry is not only about what the words mean, but also about the melody of the words, about the performance. And so we hope that you can feel our words even if you don't understand all of them.
I am sorry for my bad English. I just want to say I am so happy. We are all here. So happy to see you, to meet you, to listen to your poem. It's a good chance. I wish we can do this event together in the same place, face to face. In the future, it's maybe. Now, here is Muhammad is trying to be with us, but he can't.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Hussam, but I'm sorry, guys. The electricity was gone for a second.
Welcome back, Shahid.
And, okay, it was an electricity problem, and I changed my hairstyle during it, so hope it's better now.
Welcome
okay,
back.
continue.
I was just telling you guys to start, if you want, with the first text.
Okay, which one was the first one? The first turn, I think it was you.
I think it was Hussein. I have Hussein on my list.
Hussein? Hussein, are you ready? Hussein? لازم تبلش تلقي نصك لأنه دورك. He's muted, but he can hear me. Hussein, بلش بنصك.
I am ready. I am ready. طيب اطلع برا حسام. حسام اطلع برا.
Okay, they're discussing if he should go out or stay in to have a better connection. بلشوا. بلشوا, it means start.
Yes.
لا احكي بالعربي يعني عربي.
ايه ما في مشكلة, احكي بالعربي, احكي بس انه بلش نصك.
I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. نص عنوان قد توارت بالحجاب. أروم الوسطى من أم الرباب من عذابي.
شاهين.
أروم الوسطى ينقص من عذابي، تزيد الهجر يوما بعد يوم، فتحدوني بدائرة العقاب. فكأس العشق مسموم لديها، وقلب تدير الطرف ترشق من نبال، تفتتني بأسهمها الصياب. ففي حور العيون إذا تراءت ملائكة الهوى كنه الذئاب. يحرقني هواها إن تجلى، ويفري في الجوى نبض الشباب. ترنم في الربا جنح الخزامى لفوح نسيمها ضمن الشعاب. كتبت الماء أغنية بناي لتفتر السنابل في الهضاب، وهاك البدر يغرف من سناها ويدخل في الضباب، تشكله كعرجون قديم فلا يقوى مجاراة السحاب. كأني في الهوى لصا خبيثا، كأني في الهوى لصا خبيثا لأسرق قبلتين بلا عتاب. لعلي أن أنال القرب منها، فقد أضنى الفراق جوى المصاب. وردت السكر خمرا من شفاه، فإن فجاجه شهد الرواب. كأن القلب قش من فتات، وقبلة ثغرها عود الثقاب. كأن القلب قش من فتات، وقبلة ثغرها عود الثقاب. سنمضي في الغرام على جناح يصيرنا نجوما في القباب، فيحملنا وينثرنا كخيط يراقصه الهوى رقص الرباب، طبخت الريح من عسل الرضاب، ببرق يشفي الخمر من عسل الرضاب، تباغتني اختفاء لن تراني، لا تباغتني اختفاء تختفي. Thank you.
I think he's done now.
Thank you, Hussein. The connection wasn't perfect, unfortunately.
Okay.
But could you understand
Yeah.
him, Shahid?
Yeah, but not totally. In the last few minutes, it wasn't clear for me, but it was very pretty.
Okay, perfect. Should we continue then?
Thank you.
Thank you, Hussein.
Yeah, who's next? I look at the WhatsApp to remember who was next. I think it's Bishank. The Bishank. How would you pronounce it?
That was perfect, Shahid.
Okay, I'm looking. Thank you. Nice name. We have someone. I had a friend in the elementary school whose name was Bishank.
Really?
Here.
Wow.
Yeah, he was Kurdish. He was Kurdish, but he was a guy, not a girl. It's a nice name, though.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
We're ready. We're all ears.
yeah, nice to meet you guys. And I have two texts today. The first one will be the last time I read in February, because I thought it's translated and you should have it in English or Arabic already. So I will just present it now in German. The second text is a very new one, but this one everybody already heard it at least once. So. Ich unmögliche Suche. Ich habe so viele Unmöglichkeiten. Es ist zum Beispiel unmöglich, wie ich mich benehme. Es ist unmöglich, dieser Blick, den ich mir wie eine Brille aufsetze. Unmöglich, dass ich höre, was ich möglichst nicht hören soll. Unmöglich, wie ich meine Worte auf der Zunge trage. Unmöglich, mich zu mögen, weil ich mit dieser Zunge zu viel nachfrage. Unmöglich, wie ich annehme, ich dürfe nehmen, was mehr als möglich ist. Mehr Früchte zu tragen, als ich Hände habe. Zu sehen, was ich ernten werde, noch bevor ich es sehe. Nach Sternen zu greifen, die eigentlich Flugzeuge sind und wie Träume verfliegen. Dass ich meinen Platz am Tisch der Erwachsenen annehme und dankend doch wieder ablehne, um mit Kinderschritten rückwärts mit geschlossenen Augen zu rennen. Unmögliches zu wollen bedeutet wohl selbst unmöglich zu sein. Und ich habe so viel unversucht zu lassen, denn so viele haben versucht, mein Leben mit ihrer Liebe zu vertauschen. Regelmäßige Besuche wurden zur Sucht stattdessen. Und die Versuchungen sind es eigentlich, die mich dann doch heimsuchen. So will ich in Liebe ersticken, während ich versuche, das Leben zu beatmen. So will ich die Liebe meines Lebens zwar finden, aber diese nicht in mir selbst suchen. Und wenn ich doch nie glaubte, das Leben verloren zu haben, dann habe ich auch nie danach gesucht, es geschweige denn gefunden. Und nur weil ich süchtig nach Liebe bin, die ich für Leben halte, gebe ich mich immer wieder dieser Versuchung hin und suche wieder das falsche Leben im allergrößten Labyrinth. Ein Spiel, das keiner gewinnt, sollte ich eigentlich unversucht lassen. This was the first one. And here comes my second text, which is very new. Entreiße mich vom Zerrissensein. Beiße auf meine blutigen Lippen, während ich leise die Papiere zerreiße. Für eine scharfe Zunge, schärfer als Papier, reiße ich mir die Lippen auf, denn wir reißen uns drum, reisen zu dürfen, zerreißen uns um Aufenthalt als Gäste, zerreißen uns um Duldung als Verbrecher, zerreißen uns um deutsche Pässe als Sieger. aber kreisen uns um den gleichen Fleck brauner Erde. Riss durchs Papier einer Landkarte, aus den Augen. Riss durchs Land, ein Staat mit Grenzen, aus dem Sinn. Sind verbissen in Erfolgsstories, ohne Untertitel. Beißen uns gegenseitig ins Fleisch, für die einzige Hauptrolle im falschen Film. Kann den Originalton sogar perfekt, will diesen aber ins Echte übersetzen. Mich entreißen vom Zerrissensein. Der Schmerz sitzt ein, der blutigen Lippen. Darf ich nicht legal sein, ohne integriert zu sein? Solltest du nicht illegal sein, ohne egal zu sein? Fragen, die jetzt in Schnipseln fallen, von den Papieren in meinen Händen. Der Buchdruck entstand, um die Bibel zu verbreiten, doch konnte niemand lesen. Also sag mir, was Nächstenliebe ist, Land der Dichter und Denker. Ist es Aufklärung mit Rassentheorien? Sind es Philosophien von Antisemiten? Fragen, die jetzt rhetorisch fallen, von meinen blutenden Lippen.
Wow, this was really beautiful. Thank you, Bishank. For you guys, this was a powerful text about racism in Germany.
Thank you, Beshing.
Well, it's is it the black horses?
Close. It's the black. What do you mean by black horses?
I think she wrote a text called Black Horses, or it belongs to someone else, maybe? No, I'm wrong. It belongs to the blonde one. What was her name?
Yeah, I think it was by Scarlett.
Scarlett, yeah. Thank you, Stephen. How do I pronounce it? Is it Stephen? Like Stephen?
It's a little bit differently pronounced in German. It's Steffen.
Steffen? Like Stuttgart?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's Steffen.
But he seems to be okay with Stephen.
Stephen, yeah, Stephen seems American, right?
That's right.
Okay, I think it's my turn now.
Yes, I think so too.
Were you about to say something? Okay. It's in Arabic as well. I read right from the mobile phone. Okay, it's an emotional text. Unlike the one that I wrote in the last event, it's about love. So try to feel it as much as you can. كم لمته يا ليتني ما لمته كم لمته يا ليتني ما لمته اللوم حب شق جلد الصبر فثلوجه أردت خيام مشاعري وصخوره كسرت حماسة بحري لم يستحق توردا في وجنتي لم يستحق توردا في وجنتي لم يستحق ضفيرة من شعري كم قلت يفهم في غد توقي له وأتى غد ما كان يفهم أمري وأتى غد ما كان يفهم أمري وأتى غد وحياتنا مرمية فوق الوعود وفي عروق القهر هذا الذي أوسطت قلبي خلفه هذا الذي أوسطت قلبي خلفه وخلعت عند الباب نعل الكبر هذا الذي عاندت كل تذمري وقبلته كهزيمة وكنصر والآن حب العمر بات تحملا إن ذاك حقا كان حب العمر فبغير قصد أتلفت أيامنا من متلف من بيننا لا أدري وبغير قصد غاض بئر لقائنا والعذب من ذكراه فاض بمري أحببته وأحبني لكن لوحده ليس يبني الحب حائط قصري. أحببته وأحبني لكن لوحده ليس يبني الحب حائط قصري. كم لمته يا ليتني ما لمته، سأصب نار المشتكى في شعري. I'm done.
I'm sure we could all feel the love. I definitely could.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shahid.
Thank
I
you
have
so much.
Steffen next on my list.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sorry for my English. You said it before, but I think mine is no better at all. So we are all in the same boat. My text is about this time we have right now here in Germany. I'm used to work all day before, and then suddenly it stopped. And so right now I have to work on my own with the stuff from the university, and I'm not good at it. I'm more used to give me some work, give me a working space and to work, and then I do it, and I work the whole day. That's no problem. But work today at home is horrible for me. So I don't know why. I'm lazy. That's the easiest thing to say. But yeah. So this is the text about. It's in German because of my bad English. But yeah. The title is In Bed With Me. So that's the thing. Because the day is sometimes starting with in bed with me and ends in the middle the same. So im Bett mit mir. Was hast du den Tag über so gemacht? Fragte mich die gelockte Frau. Ich entgegnete, ich habe geschlafen. Dann bin ich 7 Uhr aufgewacht, bin aufs Klo gegangen, habe mir ein paar Mohrrüben aus dem Kühlschrank geholt und sie gegessen. Ja, und da es noch früh am Morgen war und ich nichts zu tun hatte, legte ich mich wieder hin und schlief ein. Dann wachte ich wieder auf, drehte mich um und schlief weiter. Dann hatte ich einen Traum von einer Feier und von einer Frau, die eine Affäre zerstückelt hatte, und irgendwer fand einen Kopf und einen Arm von ihm. Und eine andere Frau hatte ebenfalls ihren Liebhaber umgebracht, aber es störte sich niemand daran. Stattdessen erklärte mir ein Freund nur, dass die erste Frau es nur getan hatte, weil sie gerade so viel Stress hätte. Ich kehrte derweil die Straßenkurve mit einem kleinen Jungen zusammen. Es war verdammt rutschig und jederzeit drohte ein Auto um die Kurve zu schießen, sodass ich neben dem Fegen immer wieder auf den Jungen aufpassen musste. Dann wachte ich auf, ja, und jetzt stehe ich hier neben dir. Was meinst du, hat der Traum zu bedeuten? Erkundigte sich die gelockte Frau. Ich überlegte und antwortete, also eigentlich bin ich kein Fan von Traumdeutungen. Aber die 2 Frauen, die ihre Liebhaber töteten, könnten für die Frauen in meinem Leben stehen. Also vielleicht manchmal als Racheengel für jene Liebesgeschichten, in denen ich ein Arsch war. Oder sie stehen für die Frauen, die mir das Herz aus der Brust gerissen haben. Oder sie stehen für die Frauen, die über mir standen und Druck auf mich ausübten. Vielleicht waren es aber auch einfach nur Frauen, die mit ihrem Schicksal unzufrieden waren und es selbst in die Hand nahmen. Bei dem Jungen und dem Fegen ist es einfacher. Das Fegen sind meine alltäglichen Aufgaben. Und da ich denen nicht immer nachkomme, rutsche ich aus. Und nebenher muss ich aufgrund meiner Verantwortung gegenüber Projekten und meinem eigentlichen Leben ja auch noch darauf ein Auge werfen. Du bist schon so der Typ auf den letzten Drücker, oder? Fragte mich die gelockte Frau, während wir nebeneinander an der Anrichte standen und uns um unser Essen kümmerten. Absolut, gab ich wortkarg zu. Ich tendiere zur Einsilbigkeit, das ist nicht böse gemeint. Es ist nicht so, dass ich mich vor der Arbeit drücke. In meinem letzten Bewerbungsgespräch wurde ich gefragt, ob mir Büroarbeit schwerfallen würde. Ich erklärte, dass man mich in ein Büro setzen muss und dann arbeite ich. Was mir jedoch schwer fällt, ist die Arbeit bei freier Zeiteinteilung. Also setzte man mich in ein Büro, erklärte mir meine Arbeit und ich schuftete 4,5 Jahre lang jeden Tag meine 8 Stunden und zudem noch so einige Überstunden. Ich riss das so runter und erledigte den Job von 3 Leuten auch gern mal allein. Ich scheue mich nicht vor der Arbeit. Aber wenn ich es mir frei einteilen kann, dann schiebe ich es so vor mir her. So wie mit dem 50-seitigen Aufsatz, den ich bis morgen noch gelesen haben muss. Du weißt schon, dass du das hättest die ganze Woche tun können, kam die Frage von der gelockten Frau. Ja, gerade deswegen habe ich es ja nicht gemacht, erklärte ich. Wenn ich so viel Zeit habe, warte ich gerne ein wenig ab. Und dann warte ich noch ein wenig. Und irgendwann hacke ich das dann einfach runter, so wie ich es in den 4,5 Jahren gemacht habe. Ich schlafe dann nicht, ich esse nicht und das stört mich auch nicht. Also, ich könnte das nicht, dieses kurz vor knapp, erklärte die gelockte Frau. Ich gab nur ein kurzes von mir. Denn ich weiß auch nicht, ob ich das kann. Aber nichts löst so viele Gedankenblitze aus wie eine direkt bevorstehende Aufgabe. Ich sollte jetzt einkaufen gehen. Doch stattdessen habe ich gerade den Namen für den Pflanzen-Instagram-Account einer Freundin erfunden und schreibe jetzt diesen Text. Doch die Zeit rennt, denn die Geschäfte schließen bald. Dass ich den ganzen Tag für den Einkauf Zeit gehabt hätte, ich ihn, also den Tag, stattdessen verschlafen und vertrödelt habe, nervt mich, ist aber einfach ein Teil von mir. Womöglich wäre mir die Titel des Instagram-Accounts nicht eingefallen und ich hätte davon geschrieben, wie ich seit 8 Uhr morgens am Schaffen bin. Nein, ich hätte gar nichts geschrieben, denn ich hätte gar keine Zeit dafür. Das Schreiben ist meine unbezahlte Arbeit und ich brauche dafür meine Zeit. Thank you.
Thank you, Steffen. You guys
Hi, Maria, let me ask something.
Sure.
He was describing daily events, maybe, and he was describing them with passion and some kind of rage or anger or boredom. I could read his face expressions, but I couldn't understand a word.
Steffen normally doesn't write poetry. His texts sound like a diary entry.
Yeah.
Steffen, would you like to answer to the question?
Yeah, sure.
I was asking about the quality of the text.
It was the parts where my face makes some special things were some sort of dialogue with a curly woman, and she asked me things, and I'm answering these some of her questions, and I'm angry about myself most of the time. So that's the thing. So that's why this expression comes up to my face.
It says it. It's some anger. Yeah.
Okay, thank
you. It was
you.
pretty understood despite not knowing the language. So this is a great thing.
Thank you.
Next on my list.
Okay, who's next?
Muhammad, I think.
محمد صار دورك. محمد. اوكي بس شيل الميوت لانه ما عم نسمع. He seems to start without unmuting himself.
I'm going to unmute him.
محمد شيل الميوت لانه ما عم
تمام هيك تمام.
I'm telling him to unmute.
ماشي الحال تمام اوكي.
تمام it's alright. Okay.
هنا في آخر الأوقات أنا ودمي وذاكرتي العنيدة وبعضي انتظار رؤى شريدة هواء خانق يجتاح صدري كأنة متعب يشدو قصيدا هنا لا شيء يشبهني وأشبهه هنا وجهي يحن سدى بضحكته وصوتي سرب عصيان يحلق فوق حنجرة الشهيدة هنا الأحجار تحضنني وتشرب وحدتي نخبا هنا السجان يكسرني ويقطف من دمي عنبا هنا وحدي وداخلي موج أشواق تدك خواطري غضبا هنا جسدي يحاول فك أحجية بأحجيتي فها صدري محط حمامة البيضاء وها أمي تقبل جبهتي السمراء وها كفي تضم بضعفها ولدي هنا الأوهام قد تجدي، فعالمي هذا مختصر بقضبان ونافذة يجدل نورها قدري. يمر بقربها غيم أصب بجوفه آهي ليمطر ضحكة الجلاد موالا من العصيان والشغب. هنا التاريخ هاويتي وذاكرتي ونسياني، هنا لا شيء إيماني. صباح الخير يا ذاتي، مساء الخير يا ذاتي، تراك اليوم متعبة، تراك اليوم غاضبة، سنغرق في مدى الأيام ونمسي في غد رقمة، وفي بال الندى صورا كتبت وصية زرقاء تبوح لخوفنا الآتي بأني كنت وحدي هنا محيط ضمن قوقعتي. شكرا.
Thank you so much. I really like the melody of this
Yeah,
text.
Maria, by the way, I have this translated. So after we finish turns, if we have time, I can read it for you in English so that you can understand pretty well. It's a very pretty poem. And I translated into English so we can hear it after we finish the turns, if you don't mind,
Great
guys.
idea. Thank you, Shahad. Can you tell us a little bit what it was about?
Okay, it was about, do you remember the challenge you made in April? It was going under the title An Ocean in a Shell. So it's about some self-conflicts and about loneliness and suffering, but it's pretty impressive. So I think if we have time, could read it after we finish.
I love that it is from our challenge. That's really special.
Yeah, it's from your challenge. Your challenge was very inspiring to us.
I love to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's your turn, I think.
Yes, it's our turn. Mario, I have you on my list. Do you want to continue?
So, könnt ihr mich gut
I
hören?
can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, Mario, it's Mario. I thought it's written Maria. Okay.
No, Mario. Okay. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure for me to be connected with you guys, also from Aleppo. Yeah, and I have two short poems. The first one is called In the Driving Mirror You See Home. And the text is about the moment when you set off for a new country and is based on a picture. The picture shows a man standing on a bridge, behind him his car, and by seeing the picture I had the feeling that the same man represents the connection between the past and its own unknown future. And the second one is Kalima, but I start first of all with the first one. Im Rückspiegel die Heimat. Der Motor läuft. Reich mir deine Hand, o segensreiche Zeit, an deren sanfter Pforte ich nun schweigend stehe. Sieh, wie mit verschränktem Arm ich nur langsam, schweren Schrittes gehe. Über die Brücke in Richtung Schwermut. Am Ort dort, wo sich Heimat und Entwurzelung misstrauisch gegenüberstehen, entspringt ein Strom, auf dem so seltsam still mein altes Leben plötzlich ruhen will. Auf nun unbekannten Wasserbahnen wird mein neues Ich auf seichten Wellenphasen vorwärts zum noch bedeckten Horizont getragen. Doch was geschieht, wenn hinter jenem Schleier ein ewig böser Traum erwacht? Doch was geschieht, wenn hinter jenem Schleier ein ewig schöner Baum erwacht? Ein Baum, an dessen Enden sich die Blüten eines neuen Lebens unbesorgt dem Licht zuwenden, ist ein Baum, der Trost und Schatten spendet. Ich steige ein. Es spiegelt sich mein altes Leben dreifach in den nun trüben Spiegeln meiner wartenden Karawane. Meine Nasenspitze, die bereits die Zukunft streift, berührt leicht ängstlich neue Lebensweiten, während meine den Schritt stets folgenden Versen nostalgisch federnd durch das Gestern treiben. Ich beweine die Böden, die mich nie verneinen, in deren Tiefen ich noch heut symbiotisch um mich greife, so dass verwurzelt ich gen Sonnenreife. Was ich will, ist schlicht, möcht lediglich, dass sich mein Ich vom fernen Licht nicht blenden und nicht täuschen lässt. Wer sie verlässt, beginnt verletzt, die Reise überbrücken auf den Rücken der Berührung. Wer Schritte setzt, beginnt noch jetzt die Ferne zu berühren. Ich fahre los, ich lasse los. Was mir bleibt, nur ein Rückspiegel und die Erinnerung an meine Heimat. I'm done. Thank you very much. The second one is Kalima. With Kalima, one means on the Canary Islands, desert storms from Africa or the Sahara. When I think of these winds, I always think of how the sunstorms slightly darken the day. Kalima always reminds me that there's more behind what one sees. It is also the name for our future daughter, maybe, inshallah. Okay, I start. Kalima. Für viele Menschen bist du nur ein Sturm, der in Wirbeln winzig kleine Körner übers Meer weit hinaus auf Reisen schickt. Dort, wo heller Sand dem Meere wie ein Spiegel dient, weil der Sand sich sanft entlang der Dünen biegt, beginnst du noch stummer Wind, leise erwachend das goldene Meer zu heben, das sich im Tanze mit dem Winde vom lunaren Schein dort oben berühren lässt. Und so beginnst du schwungvoll leuchtend, den blauen weichen Ozean, auf Odems Händen zu passieren. An den Küsten der Sahara beginnst du deine Reise, ja im Herzen einer Düne träumst du vom endlos Weiten. Während ich am Ufer meiner kleinen Dunja, dieser kleinen Insel auf geheimnisvoller See allein, dein leises Kommen im Wind vernehme, flüchten andere panisch in die Häuser rein, so als ob der Sturm des Sandes ihr wahres Sehen nehme, so als ob nicht im Herzen erst wahres Sehen läge. Allein genieße ich, du Tochter meiner Sehnsucht, wie du von drüben zu uns wehst und uns erinnern willst. Erinnern daran, dass hinter jedem Horizont, im Herzen einer Düne, in den Lebensadern einer jeden Palme und hinter dem leisen Spruch des Windes ein hervortretender Bote steckt. Kalima, la voz que nos acuerda. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Mario.
Maria, can you tell us a summary or an overview about the poems?
Well, it is more or less what Mario described in the beginning. I would prefer if he made a summary than me. Mario, would you like to say a few more words about Kalima?
Yeah, I'm not talking about, no, I'm not talking, but I'm asking about. Yeah.
Maybe I need your help, Maria, because of my my English skills. Yeah, yeah, but I think the introduction was, yeah, the quintessence of my.
Shahad, we cannot hear you right now.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Now we can hear you again.
Yeah, I can hear you as well.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I can hear now. I can hear now. I was just asking about the type of poems you write in German. Because we write poems like in columns, one column and another one, and they rhyme. I was asking about the rhymes, or is there anything like that in German? Is it similar to our Arabic poem?
Yes, there's a lot of poetry that rhymes in Germany as well, but there's a lot of modern poetry that doesn't anymore. But a lot of our writers choose this traditional way of
modern
rhyming.
poetry doesn't, even in Arabic, modern poetry doesn't. It's not that necessary, even in Arabic, in the modern poetry in Arabic. But we write the old style.
Okay.
So I was asking about it.
I understand. Okay. Maybe John's poetry is rhyming. Hers sometimes rhyme. We can see later.
Yeah.
But it's your turn. It's Aleppo's turn.
Okay. I think it's Russia's turn now. It's written here.
Guys, Russia has some problems. She will read from my phone. Take it.
Hi.
Okay.
I'm so
Can
happy
you read
to
instead of
you.
her?
My test is Arain.
You can read from here.
Okay.
We fix it.
ولأن لنا من أسمائنا نصيب اسمي مثله مطر مطر وفيني بكاء لا يبكى لأنني ببساطة أنهمر ولأنني أحتاج أكثر من عينين كي أبكي أحتاج من حزن السحاب عيونه لأهطل كل مطرا يرش ظمأ الكون وينهي مخاض غيمة واحدة فيني يعصرها الوجع مسحت عيوني الحمراء ونظرت إلى وجهك وبهذا الوجه لن تحتاج أكثر من شفتين كي تقول لا تبكي لكنك لن تقول لأن ابتلالي يرضي فطيمك للبكاء ويجر الرجل فيك إلى ساحات الغنج الطفولي حيث يمكنك وبكل بساطة أن تخلع شاربيك وترتدي تذمر الأطفال وعجزهم ممددة خلفك وجنازة الدمع ترسم ظهرك الأبدي في عيني يحاصرني من كل الجهات وجهك وأسأل هل لي من الغفران مغفرة فأعتقني عندما استدرت تقول مثل كل مرة أن هذا البكاء مجرد موهبة نسائية عظيمة كانت مطر قد تبخرت. Thank you.
Thank you, Rasha. Unfortunately, we couldn't see you all the time, but we had the sound, so we could hear, and it sounded beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's Hossam's. It's Cansiv. How do I say this? It's
You say Jansiv. Yes, it's when you look it up, it's written next to my name, like Jansiv. It's like
yeah.
Wait,
I can see it. I can hear.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah,
That's
I can hear you. I don't know about the.
It's a bit dark. I have to light up a little bit. One moment.
Okay, take your time.
It's all right. We can see you well.
Okay, now it's better, I guess. Hi Shad, hi everyone. It's so great that we have this impossible thing going on. It's really amazing that you're like so far away and we are sitting in old boring Germany. Actually the place I'm living in Gießen is really boring, like nothing happens. And enough about boring places. So my name is Jamsil and I started to write for Literally Peace, I guess it was in 2017. And since then I try to spice things up, because most of the time I write poetry, I write spoken word poetry, but also sometimes when I'm in the mood, I write stuff like Steffen, like, just what I think about in the form of a letter. And I think this is the greatest thing about poetry, that not about poetry, but more about literature, that for me it's emancipation. The problem is most of the people expect from me, for example, that I write about kebab, because I look like this. I don't know, I don't look like a kebab, but I think you know what I mean. And so one day I decided to write about sex, death, and kebab. And the people were like, I don't know, blown or something. And yes, this is my mission. Sex, death, and kebab. No, I'm joking. So I have 2 texts. Yes, I always try to be a little bit funny, a little bit sarcastic, because I also write about like serious topics, but I need to play with it, because otherwise writing is no fun for me. So the first, my first piece is a poem, kind of a modern poem. Maria mentioned that I sometimes use rhymes, but I use rhymes in a sarcastic way as a commentary sometimes, because I think it's quite funny that, I mean, you can do whatever you want, you can write classical, modern, but every time when people expect something from me, I like to crush their expectations. So the first poem is called Balkan Baklava. Balkan Baklava because I did it, I think you say gap year or something in Belgrade, in Serbia. And it's quite short and it's about my experiences there. So, Balkan Baklava. Begin your sentence with Istanbul is a nice screensaver, some chai picks, screaming seagulls. Are interviews with political refugees the real experience? Okay, stop. It should be basic. Something about food. I was searching for kebab or anything halal in old Belgrade. They love pork, by the way. And all I've got was a lousy date and mediocre sweets at Balkan Baklava. The owner, Turkish. I talk small, he talks sour. Don't lose it. I'm losing my identity to deliver authenticity. So that was the first one. Thank you. It's so weird, I cannot hear it, but I see it. That's good. Yes! Yes. Yeah, great. So much love. I need this. So, the second one is not a poem, but it's kind of, it's a mixture of poetry and just write whatever I think I want to write about, and it's called A Nightingale's Despair in Kaltland. Kaltland means cold land, and a lot of migrant people sometimes use Kaltland to, use it to express what, how they see or how they feel in Germany. And the interesting thing is, we have different pictures of nightingales. Like there is the common nightingale, which is European, and there is the bulbul. The bulbul is also a nightingale, but the Asian one. So in this text, which is dedicated to my former best friend in school, I write about an incident which occurred during our school time, and at the end it's getting more of a, you know, how I search to be one or another. So, a nightingale's despair in Kaltland. My best friend is sitting in front of me. It's helpless. Even after the fifth look on the menu, the mascot of the beer garden still smirks back. The silhouette of a pig. Loud and pink and haram. But cute is the least attribute which comes into our minds back then. I want to laugh, but cannot ignore the nervousness on her face. She started to wear the hijab 1 year ago, after her grandmother died. I never saw her more devastated, kneeling in front of the bicycles at school. We only had each other in those moments. Do you know those orange benches? In Germany, we learn pretty early in life not to complain about their discomfort. The classmates around us ignored the thorns we were throwing on each other and everyone. After all, we kept silent. We kept silent during our whole period at high school. I saw a better world in your eyes. The heritage of your Nani. Nani is Urdu for grandmother. She smiled at me when I ate lunch at your place after school. Every time I saw you, I waited for the sun's rays to bring out the ginkgo leaves in them, flattering your brown skin. At least the sunset whispers soft images I can rest on. Even the corners are too soft for me now. I want to leave the past behind and sing like a bulbul. I escape the reality of Kaltland into ever-lost illusions as far as I can remember. Holy words are stroking my skin without a voice speaking to me. And I try and I fail and I try again to find something I've heard and read and spoke about without ever listening to melodies which were never meant to be for me. Because the truth can be misguiding. Only the sky is rearranging colors, just like those ginkgo leaves. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Janse. This was beautiful, and I'm very happy that it was in English so you guys could understand.
Yeah, it was very beautiful.
Thank
And
you
it was
so
funny
much.
at some parts.
Yeah, I try, you know, that's my thing.
It's a great combination, actually.
Yes, we should be more funny about those things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because we're tired of being surrounded by misery all the time.
Yeah.
We needed such a funny thing.
Yeah. You know.
Thank you. You made it.
Thank you so much. I am speechless. It's a great feedback. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's the truth. It's Hossam's turn. Having them on the phone. It's Hossam's. Hossam, are you ready?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I am ready. Sorry. Can you all hear me?
Guys, can you excuse me for a second? I have to pick a glass of water.
Should we wait for you, Shad?
But you can start, Hossam. No, it's just a second. He can start.
Take your time, Shahid. Can you all hear me, guys?
Yes, we can hear you.
Unfortunately, it's my turn. بعد إذنك بليز بسرعة. My text mixed between love and war. When ugly war came for us, can even we thought about love. النص بعنوان ارحمي إحساسك. للصخر روح فارحمي إحساسك، وإذا تنفس فاسمعي أنفاسه. لا تجرحيه بجهله وترفقي، يكفيه أن قسم الزمان يباسه. هو لا يريد سوى حنوك، هو لا يريد سوى حنوك، ميت يحييه كفك لو بعطف باسه. للصخر مثلي ذبحة في صدره، يهواك لكن قدر إفلاسه. ما قست حبك بالنقود، هو إنما زمن رخيص يا أميمة قاسه. ما قست حبك بالنقود وإنما زمن رخيص يا أميمة قاسه. أيلام من صدق الغرام وحظه بين انهزام وانكسار داسه. أيلام من صدق الغرام وحظه بين انهزام وانكسار داسه. من أي نافذة أطل على الهوى والحب معتقل بأمر الساسة. من أي نافذة وكل نوافذ العشاق ترصدها كلاب حراسة. بل كيف نعشق والبلاد جريحة والموت ينصب حولنا متراسة. تغتالنا الأحزان كل دقيقة وتسوى. في كل زاوية ضيف والزير ينهش ثائرا. فبأي حب قرمزي نحتفي، فبأي حب قرمزي نحتفي والناس تأكل بعضها بشراسة. وبأي صبر سوف نغسل جرحنا بخانا على الشدائد ناسة. يا حب من للطفل يرجع أمه، أصحابه، أستاذه، قرطاسه. من للشباب الغارقين بحزنهم الحافظين على الهموم جناسة. العارفين الدمع دون سعادة فضوا بألفي نكبة. الباسة تطرق رأسها، فالحب في زمن الحروب خساسة. لا تشتكيني للنجوم إذا الهوى في القلب دق ولم أجب أجراسه. أو تنعتيني بالجمود إذا أنا خيبت بنتا كالندى حساسة. قلبي له كالصخر روح إنما ذبحت بعنف فارحمي إحساسا. I had finished. Thank you guys, thank you all.
Well, this was really powerful, Hussam.
Thank you, Maria.
There was so much emotion, I could really feel it.
Thank you, Maria. Before I finish, I just want to say, Mario, we are an old friends.
Yeah, we have the same hair, right? Oh, we don't have hair anymore.
It's international fashion.
Life is hard sometimes.
No, of course.
Yeah, some girls totally prefer it.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Kasem. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Bishan. Thank you, my team.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Hussam. This was a really beautiful ending to a beautiful event. I'm so happy that it worked. I'm like really relieved right now that
there is still one thing. I thought I might read Muhammad's text because it's translated in English, so that you guys can catch up with us and understand some of what we write. Okay, I need to. Okay, this is the poem that Muhammad read, and it was a participation in April challenge. Yeah, and I translated into English, so please, if there are any mistakes, don't mind them. It's my modest abilities to translate. Here, during the last times, me, my blood, and my stubborn memory, with some of me waiting for homeless visions. A suffocating air is breaking through my chest and singing a tired poem. Here, nothing looks like me. Nothing looks like me, and I don't look like anything. Here, my face is desperately craving its laughter, and my voice is just a flock of insurrection flying above martyred throat. Here are the rocks. Here are the rocks hugging me and toasting my loneliness. Here is the prisoner breaking me down and plucking off my blood's grapes. Here I am, alone, and deep inside, the waves of longing are invading my thoughts with anger. Here is my body. Here is my body trying to solve a puzzle with another puzzle. Here is my chest, where my white dove settles down. Here is my mom. Here is my mom kissing my dark-skinned forehead. Meanwhile, I'm embracing my little child with a weak arm. Here, the delusions may be helpful, as my whole world is just summarized into iron bars and a window that weaves my fate from its light. And next to the window, a cloud at which I unload my groans, so that the executioner's laughter will rain, pouring a mawal, which is a kind of Arabic music. It's called mawal, right? Here, so that the executioner's laughter will rain, pouring a mawal of insubordination and riot. Here is the history. Here is the history, my chasm, my memory, my oblivion, the nothingness, and my fate. Good morning, myself. Good evening, myself. You seem pretty tired today. You seem mad today. We will drown we will drown in the sea of days, and tomorrow we're going to be a number and an image in the dew's mind. I wrote the blue will to our upcoming fear, claiming that I was alone there, claiming that I was alone there, that I was an ocean in a shell. And that's it.
Thank you, Shahad.
Thank you, Shahad.
You're welcome. Thank you for the lovely words. Thank you for the whole idea.
Thank you, Mohammed. This was really, really beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Thank you,
glad
Maria.
I could hear it.
I hope you didn't mind me looking at the phone because it's not my poem, so I needed to look at the phone continuously.
Of course.
Hope it was okay for you.
It was great. Thank you, Shahad.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all for this beautiful event. Thank you to my team. Thank you to Aleppo especially. Thank you for doing everything you could to make this happen, to search for the best internet in the city.
Yes.
It worked and it was great.
You guys also have an internet problem?
No.
Not only us.
No.
I thought we are the only people in the world who has a bad internet.
Well, it depends. Sometimes in the cities, the internet is normally good, but if you are on the countryside, it's not so steady. So it depends.
So we have this in common, I can say.
Yeah.
To some extent.
Do you want to have the final word?
I'd like to say something. We're really glad to have this event, and it was really, really unique one, and it was one of the best experiences we could ever have, especially that we're here in Syria in such circumstances. But next time, I suggest, if you agree with me, that all the texts are given in English so that we can interact more with them. Although we could interact even with your face expressions, guys. You were amazing.
It was an experiment and it was a successful one, I would say, but of course we can do better. We will do better next time.
Yeah, I hope.
Thank you, everyone. Does someone want to say something?
I have a question. You are really young, right? Like,
Me?
no. Like all of you from Aleppo, you are really young. I don't know. I have the feeling that like
we're tiny. We're tiny.
We're tiny. Yes.
Tiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really.
It's a matter of length and height and size. But I'm 23. But you can tell me if I look like 16 or something.
I also
I'm
look
okay
like
with
16. It's fine. We have the same. It's the same grudge, you know. But I just wanted to say that I'm not only happy but thankful that you have this collective, and like the things I've heard. I can understand some words in Arabic and the English one right now. This is a really high. You are writing on a really high level, which is amazing.
Thank you
know,
so much.
This is so important that not only like everyone should write, but when you see this passion among young people, and you express things in words which we sometimes cannot even imagine, which is so important. And thank you so much for that.
Thank
and it's good that you look so
you
young. Believe me, that's a good thing. We think about it. When you're 40, you will look like 20.
Yeah, in the future, when I have kids, it's gonna be a nice thing that I won't look much older. I have something to add. That guys, when I will start practicing German in the future, I will refer to you because it's very useful to hear German people like speaking German in such a fluent way. For the new learners or beginners, actually, I started to learn the basics like the alphabet and you know, some modest things. But once I feel like I'm pretty ready, I will refer to you guys. If you don't mind, we can have a video call and I'll try to practice my junior German with you.
Well, then we have to learn Arabic.
Yes.
It only works both ways.
Yeah, but it's, yeah, learning Arabic is as hard as learning German because they are totally different two languages, but both are so beautiful, actually.
That's true, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think we
do you want to add something?
No, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
It was nice to meet you all.
Okay, it was nice to meet you. It was really, really nice to meet you all too. And I'm very much looking forward to the next time. So goodbye, guys. Have a nice day and see you soon.
Have a nice day, guys. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Hussam.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.